today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Can't make it to the game? Catch it live on WiscoRadio.com or download our mobile app on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Dr. Steven Samuelson and Lauren Ta are your local eye care professionals. Any time of year is a great time to schedule your optical exam and your eye care needs. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care, 437-3377, to schedule your eye exam today. 437-3377. You'll be glad you did.
You are listening to Wisco Radio.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product? Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Then call InventHelp now. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential and explains every step of the invention process. Join the thousands of people just like you who chose InventHelp to pursue their idea. We are experienced. We are working for you. We are InventHelp. Get started with your idea. Call for free information.
Call 1-800-461-2844. That's 1-800-461-2844.
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to WiscoRadio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
You're listening to Wisco Radio, the leader in Mount Horeb Prep Athletics.
A few minutes ago, Evan Stange sat down with Catherine Stange for an interview. Let's hear what they had to say.
Catherine, given Mount Horeb has a higher record at 8-5 and the Cheesemakers being 6-6, how do you feel about the team's chances of winning tonight?
Honestly, anything can happen in any game, but I think if we go out there, keep our heads high, stay confident in what we can do, I think we have a pretty good chance of winning.
Evan also sat down with head coach Tom Lazar for an interview. Let's once again hear what they had to say.
I'm here with the girls' varsity coach, Mr. Lazar. Mr. Lazar, given your team has a higher win-loss than the Cheesemakers, but they have an higher average points per game by about 10 points, how do you feel about your team's ability to win tonight?
Well, Monroe, first of all, has been in the state tournament the last 2 years, so they've got kids that have got it to the top of the mountain and know how to win. Our kids are still trying to figure it out. I like what we're doing. I just think they've got a little more game time experience, and we'll throw it up in the air and see what happens.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com. Can't make it to the game? Catch it live on WiscoRadio.com or download our mobile app on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
Welcome back here to the Wisco Radio pregame show. Clock at 1:24 till tip-off. I'll hand it over to Colin for some quick keys to the game.
Yeah, some keys to the game for the Vikings tonight are first to play fast. They need to get as many fast breaks as possible and push the ball up the court as quick as possible. Also, I mentioned earlier, is they just need to play physical, get down low, and make those easy baskets where they can. And finally, is they just need to get out to that early lead and never look back. Start strong and just never look behind. You just got to get ahead. So that's really what they need to do in this one.
Another key would be knocking down free throws. Free throws kind of been a struggle at some points of the season for this girls squad. Knocking down free throws, as I've said numerous times, can determine the game sometimes between what would be a win and what turns out to be a loss. Connecting on threes also a big key. This team definitely has shooters if they need them, and that should be used to their advantage. Great job done there by a quartet of senior men. As 18 minutes on the clock, any very last minute adjustments the Vikings should make, Colin?
Not a ton of adjustments, just need to stick to their game plan that they've had all year, playing fast and physical, and I think they should be able to come out with the win in this one.
Vikings having themselves a good season thus far. As I said, 8-5 overall. Sydney Hilliard, actually a former cheesemaker out of Monroe, playing for the Badgers. That's kind of an impressive stat to know. Starting for the Monroe Cheesemakers, starting things off, number 4, Megan Benchewell, 6-foot junior. Following her, number 10, Emma Town. Following Town is number 14, Grace Mathiasen. Fourth for the Cheesemakers is Taylor Jacobson, and last is Grace Tostrud. Starting for the Mount Horeb Vikings, starting things off is a sophomore, number 3, Grace Vesterman. Following Vesterman, Emma Anderson, number 10, another sophomore in the starting lineup. Magnuson next for the Vikings. Magnuson averaging almost 15 a game. Emily Wallace following Magnuson, number 23. And following Wallace, the only starting senior for the Vikings is Kenzie Coulthard, senior guard.
Vikings in the all-white uniforms, Monroe in all red. Magnuson looking to tip off for the Vikings. Ben Schowell for the Cheesemakers.
Interesting matchup at center there. Both of them look to be about the same height, Magnuson and Ben Schowell. Winning the tip are the Monroe Cheesemakers over to Town. Town gets to Mathiasen. Mathiasen over to Tostrud. Cheesemakers swinging the ball around. Great ball movement to start the game. Poked away there by Vesperman. Out to the top of the key to Jacobson. Jacobson. 3 ball is up top of the key for Tostrud. Shot up no good. Rebounded by the Cheesemakers. Coulthard poked that away, but is called for the reach. First on Coulthard.
Coulthard just getting a little handsy there and smacking the arm. Almost got away with it. Would have been a nice play by Coulthard on the defensive side of the ball.
First team foul on the Vikings. That ball inbounded to Mathiasen over into the corner. Now back to the top of the key into Mathiasen in the corner. Poked away by the Vikings. Vesperman thought about diving into the stance for that one, but elected not to.
Inbounded in for the Cheesemakers. At the top of the key, ball is loose. Stolen by Vesperman. Vesperman fast break, pushing it up, and gets the easy 2.
Grace Vesperman getting the first deuce on the evening for the Vikings. 2-0 Vikings lead. Right about a minute into this one. 17:05 left in this first frame of play. Cheesemakers breaking the press pretty easily. In to the corner to Town. Town gets it down low. That ball thrown away. Vikings retain possession. Vikings getting the ball off of the turnover. Anderson inbounds to Wallace. Wally running point here. Wallace gets it over to Anderson. Anderson gets that poked away. Magnuson retrieves it. Magnuson, walked with it.
Magnuson getting a little antsy and walking with that ball, causing the first Vikings turnover of the game. Score is still 2-0 with 16:35 left in the first half.
Ben Showell being contained here pretty well in the first minute and a half. Vikings on top, 2-0. Into the corner. 15-footer pull-up is good for Ben Showell. Just as I say, Ben Showell being contained. She scores. Little announcer jinx there. Anderson into the corner closest to us. Calling for it from Wallace. Gets it from Emily Wallace. Anderson now driving baseline to her left. Backs down her defender. Gets to Magnuson. Magnuson can shoot those threes if she needs them. Elected not to shoot that one. Nice play there by Magnuson going up through contact, getting the deuce. 4-2 Vikings lead now. 15:50 left in this first half. Anderson nearly got that steal in the backcourt. Wallace chasing her defender down, trapped in the corner. 3-ball is up. No good for Tostrud. Tostrud 0 for 2 to start the evening. Coulthard gets to Vesperman. Vesperman gets that ball nearly poked away. Jump ball will stay with the Vikings.
Vesperman doing a nice job to try to push through traffic. However, one of the Cheesemakers able to get a couple hands on that ball, grab onto it, and cause the jump ball.
Anderson gets it to Coulthard. Coulthard got that one blocked by the backboard as the Cheesemakers wanted to get out and run with it, use that fast break to their advantage. Cheesemakers now moving the ball around into the corner. Trapped in the corner. Nice defense there by the Vikings. Nice job by Magnuson going straight up. No foul on that play. Great defense there by Magnuson. Vesperman driving to her right, looking for an open Viking. Vesperman now switches course to her left, gets it to Anderson. Anderson driving to the right, pulls it. Top of the catch, shot short, no good. Wallace nearly pulls that one down, but will go the way of the Cheesemakers. 4-2 the score, 14:52 left. Only one foul thus far, that being on Kenzie Coulthard.
Anna Olendick checking in for the Vikings, replacing Emily Wallace.
Olendick applying some pressure in the backcourt as that one's stolen away by the Vikings. Vesperman looking to go all the way, and she walked with it.
Very nice job defensively from the Vikings, putting pressure on Monroe up past half court. Monroe able to break the press easily that time.
That shot through traffic, no good for Toaster. Toaster not scoring very much to start. And a foul is called according to Colin Loger. Colin is correct. That foul on Kenzie Coulthard, her second. First free throw up, no good for number 42, Chloe Bunker, 5'9", senior forward. Olivia Yana checks in for Coulthard, senior in for senior. Second free throw up, no good. Pulling down the offensive rebound are the Cheesemakers. Ball movement now down into the post. Post hook is up and good for Bunker. 4-4 now. The score nearly 4 minutes in. Yana, no hesitation on that three. Anderson actually knocked that one down. 7-4 with 14 minutes left in this first half. Anderson nearly getting the steal there, poking that one out of bounds. Will stay with the Cheesemakers. Grace Vesperman checks out. And Maisha Thompson, the freshman, getting some playing time here on varsity early. Nice ball moving here by the Cheesemakers. Into the post, nearly stolen by Anderson yet again. Post hook is up and no good by Tostrud. Anderson now with the ball, driving left, getting it to Yana, who drives to her right. Magnuson now thought about the three, gets it over into the corner to Thompson. Thompson driving right and flinging one up. That shot up no good. Rebounded by Sydney Updike. Updike looking for an open Cheesemaker. She gets it. A little 18-foot floater is no good. That board pulled down by Magnuson. Now Anna Olendick running the point, getting it to Thompson. Thompson wide open. Could have shot the three, but elected not to. Maybe a wise choice. Olendick in the corner nearest to us. Gets it to Anderson over on the other wing. Thompson gets to Yanni. Yana's three up no good. Rebounded by Tostrud. Tostrud not doing a whole lot offensively, but getting a few boards on the defensive side of things. Updike looking for an open Cheesemaker. Gets it, and a foul called. I believe that will be on Olendick.
Vikings running a zone defense in this one so far. Something that you don't see a lot from these Vikings. Showing it early in this one, has so far been successful, only allowing 4 points with 12:35 left in this first half.
Anna Olendick indeed picking up her first on that last possession, inbounded. Nice closeout there by Thompson and Magnuson. Now getting it into the lane to Benchwell. Benchwell getting another deuce. Wallace rushing the ball up court, backing it out now. Yana open in the left corner nearest to us. Wallace calling from a screen from Magnuson, gets it, now into Magnuson. Wallace pulls the three, shot off, no good. Rebounded by Jacobson. Jacobson now getting the ball up court. Nice step back there. That ball errant, but received by Tostrud. Into Tostrud now. Little 10-foot runner up, no good. Rebounded by the Vikings yet again. 7-6 still the score. Timeout taken. We'll take one as well. 11:50 left. You're listening to Vikings Basketball on Wisco Radio.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
You're listening to Wisco Radio, the leader in Mount Horeb Prep Athletics.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings up by 7-6 with 11:45 left in this first half. Vesperman getting the screen right from Anderson. Now handing it off to Anderson. Anderson open. Getting it back to Vesperman. Vesperman kicking it out to Yana. Yana's three rattles home. Olivia Yana getting on the scoreboard with that three. 10-6 now the score with 11:24 left in this first half. Full court press successful. Errant pass there resulting in a turnover. Vesperman getting the ball up court now to Wallace. Wallace's three rattles out. Rebounded by Anderson and kicked out of bounds. Ball comes over nearest to us as that will stay with the Vikings.
Wallace's three just somehow managed to rattle out. Hit the rim a few times before bouncing out. Really thought that one was going to bounce in for the Vikings.
Wallace getting now the inbound and the screen from Magnuson. Magnuson getting it to Vesperman. Nice crossover by Grace Vesperman. Vesperman in amongst the trees. That shot up and no good. Over to Jacobson. Jacobson running left. Another tipped pass by the Vikings as this press seems to really be getting to Monroe, Colin.
Yeah, something the Vikings that don't show a ton of, but it's really been working in this one, along with that zone defense, giving a little bit of a different look. And it's been very successful so far for the Vikings in this one, up 10-6 with 10:50 left in this first half.
Inbounded to Tostrud. Now swinging the ball around are the Cheesemakers. Off of the Cheesemaker's knee. That was number 22, Sadie Conway, committing that turnover. The Vikings got to capitalize on turnovers. Another key to the game I just thought of. Capitalizing off turnovers might be big in this one. Into Yana. Yana driving right, and post floater is up, no good. Rebounded by Jacobson. Jacobson pulling down a fair number of rebounds here. Back into the game is Coulthard. Coulthard playing with 2 fouls. Still no fouls on Monroe. 8 minutes into this first half. Great defense there by Wallace. Got to close out on that. Wallace does indeed. As Anna Olendix looks to check in that shot. They're saying it was deflected, and that will stay with Monroe.
Anna Olendix checking back into this game for the Vikings, replacing Emily Wallace.
10-6, the score palindrome on the clock at 10:01. As that ball inbounded. Triple team down low by the Vikings. Swinging the ball around now into Kaylee Nesbitt, recently checked in that floater. Up and good, 10-8 now the score. Now 9:36 and ticking. Vesperman kicks it out to Coulthard. Coulthard's 3 is splash home. As I like to say, nothing but the bottom of the net for Coulthard. Timeout taken in a row. 13-8, the score, 9:27 left. We'll be right back.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
The Jared Nelson Agency is a proud supporter of Viking athletics. Known as the top farm insurer in Wisconsin, the Jared Nelson Agency is also your source for commercial, home, auto, and life insurance. Call 437-4020 or stop by the office at 211 West Main Street, Mount Horeb, to protect what matters most.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. 13-8, Vikings in the lead with 9:27 left in this first half. Full court press still being applied here by Mount Horeb. Benchwell now gets it back on the little give and go. Benchwell triple teamed yet again. 15-footer up, no good. Rebounded by Coulthard. Coulthard running the point, has Olenick open in the corner for a second. Instead gets it to Vesperman, left wing. Vesperman driving left. Now gets it to Anna Olenick. Olenick calling for a screen, getting a screen from Emma Anderson. Anderson rolling, 15-footer, back iron, no good. Vesperman trying to track that one down, does not get there in time. Over to Taylor Jacobson. Jacobson gets it to Toaster. Toaster still scoreless if I am correct. That 3-ball up no good by the Cheesemakers. Rebounded by Yana. Yana wanting to get out and push things. And nice little hesitation dribble, and that floater up and no good. Rebounded by Benchwell. Benchwell having quite the nice game thus far. Crashing the boards and getting a few buckets along the way. That ball stolen away by Anna Olenick. Olenick, state cross-country runner, getting that steal and wanted to run with it. That foul should be on Emma Anderson. Emily Wallace and Julia Magnuson look to check in for Vesperman and Yana. 13-8, still the score, 8:06 left. 3 team fouls on Mount Horeb. None yet on the Cheesemakers. Into the corner. Got to close out on that. Coulthard does. Nice job there by Kenzie Coulthard. Excuse me. That is Ben Schwell. 3 up. No good. Rebounded by Town. Town starting. Getting back into this game. Town now getting it over into the corner. 3 ball up. No good. And Vikings not boxing out there. And an easy deuce for Monroe. Now over to Anderson. Anderson, nice spin move in the post and gets fouled on the way up. First chance at the line here for the Vikings. See what they can do. That foul on Grace Toaster at her first. Anderson's first up and good. That foul actually on Taylor Jacobson, the 5'9" freshman starting this ball game.
Only freshman on this Monroe squad. Mount Horeb with 1 freshman on their roster right now as well, and Maisha Thompson.
Second for Emma Anderson is up and splashes home. 2 for 2 on that trip, giving the Vikings a 15-10 lead with 7:21 left in this first half. 7-13 and ticking, 15-10 Vikings lead. Breaking the press easily there are Monroe. Nice dribble move there by Updike, unable to connect on the shot. Vesperman now wanting to run with it, going up and getting that one rejected.
As a foul will also be called on Vesperman. Will be her first of the game. 5 team fouls now for the Vikings as Monroe breaks the press easily.
Nearly poked away there by Vesperman. Vesperman kind of just almost a frustration foul. Frustrated that she didn't make that one. Swinging the ball around. Great ball movement here early on by Monroe as that ball will be poked out of bounds by the Vikings. But Monroe doing a great job early. Moving the ball, not settling for any early shots. Just looking for the best shot in every possession, kind of like the Badgers do. 6:36 left in this first half. Vikings still up 15-10. Magnuson maybe got a piece of that one as she gets it to Wallace. Wallace, the lefty, getting it over to Yana. Yana back to Wallace. Wallace skips it out to Coulthard. Coulthard's 3 off. Back iron, no good. In to the post, Magnuson having herself a block party early on, Colin, getting a couple blocks on back-to-back possessions. Back to Magnuson, skips to Wallace. Wallace gets fouled on the way up.
So far in this one, we've seen a very defensive-heavy ball game. Only 15 points for the Vikings and 10 for Monroe so far in this one. And 5:56 left until halftime, so quite a lot of time has gone by and not very many points have been scored so far in this one as Wallace's first free throw rattles in.
3 for 3 on the evening are the Vikings, giving that free throw gives Mount Horeb a 17-10 lead with 5:56 left.
Wallace ready for her second free throw.
Scoreboard corrected to 16-10 now. It will be 17-10 after that make. 2 for 2 on that trip. 4 for 4 on the evening are the Vikings from the charity stripe. Now into the post is Sadie Conway. 3 ball rattles in. 17-13 now the score with 5:34 and ticking. Nice double crossover move there. And Coulthard drives the lane. No call on the way up. That ball tracked down by Nesbitt. Nesbitt gets it to Benchwell. Back to Benchwell and a little 10-footer on the baseline. No good. Rebounded there by Vesperman, and I believe she got fouled.
Emma Anderson looking to check in for Kenzie Coulthard. 5:14 left until halftime. Vikings up on Monroe 17-13.
That foul on number 14, Grace Mathias, and her first 5'11 senior guard, picking up number 1 on the evening. Screen there for Vesperman, whose 3 is up and no good. Now wanting to get out and run with it is Benchwell. Nearly intercepting that pass is Olivia Yana, unable to get to that one in time. Triple teamed in the corner, and somehow not a turnover. Vikings got to get back, allowing an open shot for Jacobson. Jacobson unable to connect, and a foul on the Vikings.
One thing that the Vikings have also done really well in this one tonight is they've played with their hands up, deflecting a lot of passes so far in this one. I don't know how many it's been, but it's definitely been a handful of passes that the Vikings have deflected and gotten some steals and turnovers off of some of those.
That foul was on number 21, Olivia Yana, number 1 for her, 6th on the team, just 3 for Monroe. Maisha Thompson recently checked into the game as that ball nearly turned over, and yet another block by Magnuson. That should be her 3rd already. Wallace running the point here, getting a screen from Magnuson. Magnuson now over to Yana. Yana left elbow line extended down to Anderson. Anderson, that shot up no good.
Great pass by Yana, able to find Anderson down low. Anderson just couldn't finish for the easy lay-in.
That shot somehow rattled home for the Cheesemakers. Now a 1-possession game, 17-15, with 3:53 left in this first half. Yana over to Anderson. Anderson to Magnuson. Magnuson spots up, and that shot just a little long and no good. Rebounded by Nesbitt. Nesbitt running point here. Getting it to Jacobson. Jacobson seeing a fair amount of playing time here in this first half. Don't believe she sat on the bench yet. Moving the ball around here yet again are the Cheesemakers. That 3 up by Mathiasen somehow rattled out, hit the rim about 5 times, and decided not to drop. Yana picking up a foul on that drive, 4th team on the Monroe Cheesemakers. That foul on number 12, Nesbitt, her first, team 4th, as Emma Town checks back in. Anderson having a little trouble getting it in, now into Thompson, back out to Anderson. Anderson's 3 off, no good. Thompson pulls that one down, that shot up, no good. As Benchwell pulls down another board. Anderson leading the Vikings in scoring thus far with 5. That shot up and good, as the Cheesemakers on a 7-0 spurt, tying this game up at 17 with 2:45 left. Anderson now driving to her right, getting a screen from Magnuson. That ball denied on the way up by Tostrud. Tostrud still yet to score, but having a nice defensive game. Double teamed was Tostrud, and that ball thrown away.
17-17 your score, with 2:17 left until halftime. Vikings ball, Grace Vesterman bringing the ball up the court.
Anderson now nearly getting that ball stolen from her, now into Wallace in the corner. Wallace getting it to Magnuson, getting back is Wallace, now to Vesperman. Vesperman getting a screen from Magnuson, kicking it out to Emily Wallace. Coulthard setting a screen. Coulthard with her right elbow heavily taped up. That shot no good. And Magnuson pulls down the board and gets a deuce. Giving her 4 on the evening. 19-17 now the score. 1:34 left. That ball will stay with Monroe. Not many players on this Monroe squad. Only 5 players in, 5 players on the bench. Quick three up and good for number 32, Tostrud. As that was a very quick play, giving now the Cheesemakers their first lead of the game at 20-19. Vesperman trying to give the Vikings the lead back. Getting trapped and turning it over. Down into the post, nothing Coulthard can do there. Playing with 2 fouls. In danger, picking up her third. As that post 2 is up and good, 22-19 the score. Defensive game, as Colin mentioned. Not many points in this first half. Now down into Magnuson. Magnuson fouled on the way up. Wanted that one to drop, but it did not.
Foul will be on Taylor Jacobson, her second of the game. 5th team foul for Monroe. Magnuson.
First is up and back. I no good. Vikings first miss. Now 4 for 5. Olendick checking back in for the Vikings. In for Coulthard. Second for Magnuson is up. And back iron, no good. 0 for 2 on that trip. Now 4 for 6. 3 in the corner, up and long, no good. Rebounded by the Cheesemakers. Post shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Julia Magnuson. Vikings see if they hold for the last shot here. 30 seconds left, trailing 22-19. Out to Olendick. Olendick driving right. Post runner is no good, and she is fouled.
Olendick will be heading to the line for the first time tonight. Will be shooting 2 free throws. Foul looks to be on Matheson, her second of the game as well.
6 team fouls for Monroe, 6 for the Vikings. First for Olendick, splashes home. Vikings now trailing by 2, 22-20 with 25 seconds left. Second for Olendick is on its way. Shot up and good. The Vikings now trailing by 1, 22-21 with 21 seconds left in this first half. Breaking that press easily is Emma Town. Out to the top to Benchwell. Benchwell gets that ball poked away, and a jump ball is the call. Will stay with Monroe. Great defensive stand here for the Vikings. 12 seconds left, trailing by 1. Top of the key to Toaster. Her 3 no good. Rebounded by the Cheesemakers, and another jump ball will go the way of the Vikings. See if they can go into halftime with the lead here. Trailing by 1 with 6 seconds left. Got to go the length of the court in a hurry. In to Vesperin. Vesperin wanting to get up the court in a hurry. Getting out to Wallace. Wallace 3 rattles out, no good at the buzzer. Vikings trailing 22-21 at the half. We'll be right back.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
You are listening to Vikings Basketball right here on Wisco Radio.
Farmer Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmer Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmer Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmer Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmer Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Housing Lender.
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Wisco Radio for photos, stats, the tip tracker, and much more.
Plain, Wisconsin, the largest selection and the lowest prices on swing sets, basketball hoops, trampolines, backyard courts, sports training products, and much more. Try it first at Plain, Wisconsin, Parmenter Street in Middleton, or plainwisconsin.com.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
Plain, Wisconsin is your local home court headquarters for everything basketball. From driveway hoops to indoor-outdoor home courts, find the perfect addition for your family. Visit PlayInWisconsin.com or stop by Wisconsin's only basketball showroom to see all the features before you buy. Try it first at Play in Wisconsin.
Wisco Radio, home of the Mount Horeb Vikings.
Welcome back here to the Wisco Radio halftime show. Vikings trailing 22-21 at the break. Vikings in that first half played some very solid defense, not allowing many fast possessions for Monroe. Solid free throw shooting as well, only missing 2 of their 8. 6 for 8, 75%, not too shabby. Vikings also ran out with the ball in transition fairly often, getting out to a fast start, also a good key. Vikings, and Colin will expand on this, but Vikings can definitely kind of work on their offense a little bit, not rushing shots.
Yeah, the Vikings really just need to take care of the ball on offense. They've been rushing shots, maybe kind of forcing some passes, and just making turnovers that aren't necessary. They just need to take care of the ball, take good open shots. They also just need to be patient, not rushing. So that's what they really need to do in this second half in order to come out on the winning side of this one.
Clock at 6:43 and ticking in this halftime show. We'll take another quick break, and we'll be right back.
It's an exciting time to work at Land's End in Dodgeville. Our distribution and call centers are hiring for first and second shift holiday part-time jobs. We offer flexible schedules in a variety of positions. Plus, you'll get access to our amazing employee discount, on-site clinic, and fitness center, and so much more. Starting wage is $13.25 to $14.25 an hour, with premium wages up to $21.38 per hour for select peak dates. In addition, we offer weekend and evening premium pay. Apply today at landsend.com/jobs. That's landsend.com/jobs.
You're listening to Wisco Radio, the leader in Mount Horeb Prep Athletics.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to wiscoradio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Wisco Radio, home of the Mount Horeb Vikings.
Welcome back here to the Wisco Radio halftime show. 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in halftime. I'll hand it over to Colin for some stats from the first half.
So for the Vikings, leading scorer is Emma Anderson with 5 points, Julia Magnuson with 4, and a couple others with 3. No one really in foul trouble yet for the Vikings. Kenzie Coulthard with 2, otherwise a few players with 1 foul. On the other side, Taylor Jacobson for Monroe, leading scorer with 9 points, and Ben Schowell with 4. Same with this side. No one really in too much foul trouble. Mathiasen and Jacobson both with 2 fouls, but that is about it.
Benchwell averaging 18 a game, not really doing a whole ton offensively. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left. We'll take one final break. You're listening to Mount Horeb Basketball on Wisco Radio.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymounthoreb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Now it's time to get back to the Vikings athletic action, brought to you live right here on Wisco Radio.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Wisconsin, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So, where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
You are listening to the Mount Horeb Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Plain, Wisconsin, the largest selection and the lowest prices on swing sets, basketball hoops, trampolines, backyard courts, sports training products, and much more. Try it first at Plain, Wisconsin, Parmenter Street in Middleton, or plainwisconsin.com.
Dr. Steven Samuelson and Lauren Ta are your local eye care professionals. Any time of year is a great time to schedule your optical exam and your eye care needs. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care, 437-3377, to schedule your eye exam today. 437-3377. You'll be glad you did.
Plain, Wisconsin is your local home court headquarters for everything basketball. From driveway hoops to indoor-outdoor home courts, find the perfect addition for your family. Visit PlayInWisconsin.com or stop by Wisconsin's only basketball showroom to see all the features before you buy. Try it first at Play in Wisconsin.
You are listening to an exclusive interview brought to you only by Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. 53 seconds left in this halftime show. Vikings trailing 22-21. I'll hand it over to Colin for some quick adjustments the Vikings can make in the second half.
Yeah, on the defensive side of the ball, there aren't too many adjustments that need to be made. Playing pretty well, only allowing 22 points in the first half. But on the offensive side of the ball, there is room for improvement. Only scoring 21 points the first half, so Vikings really just need to get hot shooting and really just kind of play a little bit more physical on their end of the court maybe. Also not rushing shots and making sure that it's the right open shot to take.
This Monroe squad averages 55.7 per game. 18 of those, as I've said, coming from Megan Benchwell. Benchwell only with 4 in that first half. 18 minutes back on the clock. Monroe will start with the ball. Out to the top. Now swung over to the right wing to Benchwell. Down low. That ball poked away there by Magnuson.
Wallace running the point for the Vikings.
Over to Magnuson. Magnuson driving to her right. And pushed off. Called for the charge there is Julia Magnuson. Magnuson picking up number 1 there. First foul on the Vikings 30 seconds into this half. Inbounded to Benchwell. Benchwell now getting it into the corner down. Magnuson went straight up, and that lay-in up no good. Foul on the way up on the Vikings. Should be 2 shots coming for Monroe.
Foul will be on Julia Magnuson, her second.
Magnuson picking up 2 in a matter of 43 seconds. Benchwell's first is no good.
Monroe now 0 for 3 on free throws tonight. Unable to make one thus far.
That second free throw up and no good. 0 for 4 now. As Magnuson pulls down the board, gets it over to Emily Wallace. Wallace now driving right, picking up a double screen. Driving the lane, getting it out to Magnuson. Magnuson to Anderson. Anderson driving right, kicking out to Magnuson. Excuse me, to Wallace. Wallace's three. Lay-in is up and good. Emily Wallace gives the Vikings the lead back. Now 23-22 at 16:48 left. Foul, I believe, will be on Coulthard. Coulthard picks up number 3, as well as number 3 on the team. 3 team fouls on the Vikings, only a minute 12 seconds, something they got to clean up here. Into Benchwell. Now to Jacobson. Jacobson, as a block is called on Grace Vesperman. Vesperman should be number 2 on her. It is indeed.
So 4 Viking fouls so far in less than a minute and a half for the Vikings.
Definitely something they need to clean up here. No team fouls yet on Monroe. Into Benchwell, poked away by the Vikings. Careless pass there by Wallace. Turnover Vikings. Benchwell now driving the lane. Floater up, no good. Rebounded by Tostrud. Tostrad's 3 straight away, no good. Rebounded by Coulthard. 23-22, Vikings in the lead. 16:08 left in this first half. Anderson driving the lane, now kicking out to Coulthard. Coulthard's 3, rainbow 3, splashes home. Vikings now up 4, 26-22, with 15:48 left in this ball game.
Vikings double teaming the ball. Running a zone defense again, worked very well in the first half.
Now to Benchwell, her 3 is up and good. Maybe that'll get her going. Now with 7 on the afternoon. Vesperman running point here for Mount Horeb, getting a screen from Magnuson and from Coulthard. Coulthard tries another one. That one just a little left, no good. Wallace getting subbed out here along with Vesperman. Yana and Olendick in for Mount Horeb. Inbounded here to Magnuson in the corner. Magnuson gets it out to Anderson at the top. Anderson thought about pulling the 3, did not. That ball stolen away by Benchwell. Benchwell now running the point. Thought about the 3, did not take it. Now getting it down low to Jacobson. Jacobson's layup, no good. Magnuson pulls down another board, gets it to Olendick. To Yana. Yana driving to her left. Lefty laying up and good. Vikings up by 3 now. 28-25.
$14:40 left in this game. Jacobson with it, gets it down low. No good. Rebound Magnuson. Magnuson to Anderson. Anderson bringing the ball up the court for the Vikings.
Anderson sees the lane wide open, gets it poked away, somehow gets it back. Olendick's 3, no good. 28-25, Vikings still in the lead. Now down to Town. Unintentional rhyme there as Town gets that one poked away, and a foul will be called on Mount Horeb. That foul on number 5. Anna Olendick, her second on the evening.
5 team fouls for the Vikings in this half. Monroe yet to pick up their first.
Vesperman poking that one away, tracking it down. And I believe that will stay with Mount Horeb. $28-25 still your score. 14:04 left in this Second half. Olenek driving left, getting it to Anderson. Excuse me, to Leibfried. Leibfried out to Coulthard, whose three is no good. And a careless foul at half court there by Olenek. That should be her third. Olenek picking up number 3. Just a foul that didn't really need to happen at half court. Into Benchwell. Benchwell running point here. Benchwell gets it into the corner now. Skip top of the key. Down low, stolen away by the Vikings. Coulthard wanting to get out and run with it. Coulthard picks up a screen from Leibfried. Drives to her right. Gets it to Leibfried over into the corner to Olenek. Olenek backs it out. Olenek directing traffic here. Now getting it to Vesperman. Vesperman driving left, spinning to her right. Now getting it to Yana. Yana shoots with no hesitation. That three just a little bit short. Nice crossover there by Benchwell as he floated her up and no good. Rebounded, kicked out to number 20, Sydney Updike, getting that shot off the glass. 28-27 now, the score clock under 13 minutes at 12:55. Down low to to Leibfried. As a foul on the way up.
(28-27) the score. Vikings lead with 12:48 left in this one.
That foul on number 42, Chloe Bunker, the 5'9" senior forward.
Her first foul of this game. First team foul for Monroe in this half.
That ball staying with the Vikings. Vikings up 1 with 12:45 left. Over to Anderson. Anderson recently subbed in. Driving it into the post. Now out to the top of the key to Anderson. Anderson spots up. That shot just a little off. That ball poked away by Vesperin. Poked out of bounds. Will stay with the Cheesemakers.
Vikings have to be careful with their fouls. One more foul and Monroe will be in bonus for the rest of this one. Neither team got into the bonus last half, so Monroe will look to be in the bonus for the rest of this one after the next Vikings foul.
That post shot up no good by Benchwell, rebounded by the Cheesemakers. Vikings need to close out. Do not allow the Cheesemakers to get offensive boards, as Vesperman must have heard me as that board gets pulled down by her. Into the corner to Wallace. Wallace thought about the three, did not take it. Now Yana will, and that three just fell too hard, no good. Crossed over now into the post to Jacobson. Jacobson misses that one, and Yana pulls down the board. Yana gets it over to Vesperman. Vesperman has the right side of the court wide open if she wants it. Timeout taken, will take one as well. 28-27 with 11:38 left in this ball game.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Wisco Radio, the leader in Mount Horeb Prep Athletics.
Hey, welcome back to here from Mount Horeb High School. Vikings still up by 1, 28-27 with 11:38 left. 6 team fouls here for the Vikings. Only one on Monroe. Something they definitely need to clean up, do the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings really just need to watch their fouls. Maybe trying to drive down to the basket and maybe even pick up a couple fouls for Monroe. Drive down, be physical, make them foul you.
Vikings with 3 timeouts, 4 still for Monroe. Wallace brings it up. Gets the screen from Magnuson. Now getting it to Yana. Yana is back up by Emma Anderson as she gets trapped on the baseline. Somehow gets it to Yana. Yana goes up with it. Offensive rebound there by Magnuson. Magnuson banks it off the glass. Vikings still applying the full court press, up 30-27 with 11:08 left. Now down low to Benchwell. Benchwell's laying up, no good. Tipped around, and that will stay with the Cheesemakers. 11 minutes on the nose left. Vikings up 3 as Coulthard checks in for Anderson. Vikings been in control most of this game, only trailed for a couple of minutes, and that was only by 1 or 2 possessions. Now to Benchwell. Benchwell gets it top of the key. Floater in the lane, up and good. Nifty move there by the Cheesemakers. Jacobson getting that deuce. Nice floater in the lane by her. Coulthard now driving left. Kicked out of bounds, will stay with the Vikings. Coulthard gets it over to Yana. Yana gets a screen from Magnuson. Now out to Wallace. Wallace to Magnuson. Magnuson pulls it. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by the Cheesemakers. Poked away there by the Vikings. Unable to get on that open Cheesemaker. And maybe a smart foul there by the Vikings. And now the Cheesemakers will be in the 1-and-1 or double bonus the rest of this ball game for the next 10 minutes and 12 seconds. Vikings up 30-29.
Foul is on Liv Yana. Her second of the game.
Colin, as we always say, free throws can be a big factor in determining a game, as that free throw is up and good, but free throws, big key into any game, as that free throw knots the game up at 30 with 10-12 left. Second free throw up and back iron, no good, rebounded by Magnuson.
Last free throw was the first free throw made by Monroe in this ball game.
I believe off the top of my head they are either 1 for 5 or 1 for 6. 1 for 6, Colin tells me. Besbrin now top of the key, gets a screen from Magnuson. Magnuson open. Nice backup by Anderson. Coulthard now gets it into the corner to Wallace. Wallace in amongst the trees. Goes up, and that shot up no good. Off of the foot of a Cheesemaker as this ball game will remain tied at 30 with 9:43 left. Jacobson checks out of this one. Inbounded to Magnuson. That ball stolen away by Nesbitt. Now into the corner. Nice closeout there by the Vikings. Both Anderson and Magnuson affected that shot. Coulthard now bringing the ball up. Coulthard weaving through defenders, maybe foul on the way up, no call. As now Coulthard's got to hustle back. Vesperman nearly getting yet another steal. Vesperman all over the place on the court as that elbow line jumper is up and good for Tostrud. 32-30 now, Monroe in the lead with 8:53 left. This game will very likely be a back and forth ball game the rest of the way, as I'm excited to see what will be coming. Wallace now kicking out to Anderson. Anderson thought about the three, did not take it, gets it to Magnuson. That pass off Magnuson's fingertips, turnover Vikings.
Vikings really need to start taking care of this ball if they want to win this game. Just a lot of careless turnovers. Luckily, however, Monroe's kind of in that same boat, not taking care of the ball very well. So Vikings really need to up their game on the offensive side of the ball and get a couple big shots here.
Now into the corner to Mathiasen. Mathiasen recently checked in. Vesperman nearly gets yet another steal as that ball goes up to the top of the key. Now getting it to Jacobson. Jacobson getting it over to Mathiasen. Mathiasen, one of the 5 starters for his Cheesemaker squad. Now top of the key. 3 ball up. No good by Tostrud as Magnuson pulls down another board. Wallace bringing the ball up here. Marching across the timeline. Vesperman, nifty shot there, getting that one to drop. 32-32 now, the score 7:48 and ticking. Vikings tied this one up on that last possession. Open at the top of the key is Town. Town gets to Mathiasen and a foul. Vikings. More opportunities at the charity stripe for Monroe.
Olendick will check into this game, subbing in for Vesperman. Last foul was on Grace Vesperman. 8 team fouls now for the Vikings. Only 1 for Monroe. First free throw up and no good.
This game would definitely be different if Monroe made at least half, even at least half of their free throws. Not making many tonight. 32-32 the score as Yana crosses over. 7:21 left. Yana gets it over to Wallace. Wallace thought about the 3, did not take it. And a push is called on Monroe. Second foul of the half on the Cheesemakers. That foul on number 4, Benchwell, her second. Yana getting yet another screen from Magnuson. That ball deflected off of Monroe.
32-32 your score, 7:08 left in this one. Vikings needing some big baskets here and hopefully can pull away with this one.
Inbounded to Liebfried. Liebfried looking to Magnuson, gets it to Magnuson. Magnuson spinning in the post, and she walked with it. Turnover Vikings now with 1 tick under 7 minutes. 6:59 left in this ballgame. 32-32 the score. Inbound to Benchwell. Benchwell gets it over to Tostrud. Tostrud to Town. Back to Tostrud. Now up to the top of the key to Town. Thought about the 3, did Mathiasen, elected not to take it. All 5 original starters in for head coach Sam Mathiasen as that shot up no good. Rebounded by Liebfried. Liebfried gets it to Anna Olendick. Olendick over to Emily Wallace. Wallace crossing to her strong side, her left. Magnuson thought about the 3, did not take it. Gets it over to Olendick. Olendick back to Magnuson. Magnuson gets it over left wing to Liv Yana. That errant pass by Yana. Turnover Vikings. As a little 10-footer is up no good. Offensive rebound right to one of the Cheesemakers as that will give Monroe the lead. Easy 15-footer splashes home. 34-32 now with 5:45 left. Liebfried over to Yana. Yana looking down into the post. Does not get it to Magnuson. Instead gets it over to Emily Wallace. Wallace picks up the screen to her left. Olendick thought about a deep 3. Elected not to take it. Back to Magnuson. Magnuson's 3 off. No good. Vikings on a cold streak here. Have not scored in a while. Over nearest to us into the corner. Walking with it was Jacobson.
Jacobson has been the top player by far tonight for the Cheesemakers. Leading scorer with 13 points. As a timeout is taken, we will take one with them as well. You're listening to Mount Horeb Basketball here on Wisco Radio.
Rural Mutual Insurance. keeping Wisconsin strong.
The Jared Nelson Agency is a proud supporter of Viking athletics. Known as the top farm insurer in Wisconsin, the Jared Nelson Agency is also your source for commercial, home, auto, and life insurance. Call 437-4020 or stop by the office at 211 West Main Street, Mount Horeb, to protect what matters most.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
This is Wisco Radio.
And a welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. Girls basketball action down 2, 34-32, 5:12 left in this game. Vikings having a lot of fouls this half, something that they kind of need to clean up here. Vikings with 8 fouls, Monroe only with 2. Both teams taking the court once again. Will be Vikings ball coming out of the timeout.
This should be a good finish here in Mount Horeb as Emily Wallace looks to inbound it near to us. It inbounds it to Vesperman. Vesperman crossing the timeline. Crossing to her left. Gets it out to Emma Anderson. Anderson now to Coulthard. Crunch time here for the Vikings. Now under 5 minutes, trailing by 2. Vesperman looking for an open Viking, gets it to Coulthard. Coulthard over to Vesperman. Vesperman gets that ball stolen away. Getting it down low to number 42, Chloe Bunker. Bunker's shot up is no good, as that will go the way of the Vikings.
Monroe fans not happy with that last call, saying that it went off one of the Vikings. Wallace running the point. Dribbling right. Gives it off to Anderson.
Anderson now driving to her left, getting it to Vesperman. Foul called on Mount Horeb, as that will be there at 9. Magnuson picking up number 3. Got to watch that foul trouble, does Coach Tom Lazar.
One more foul, and Monroe will be in double bonus for the rest of this one.
Should be a lot of free throws up and coming for Monroe, as we have a 34-32 game in favor of the Monroe Cheesemakers with 4:08 left. Maisha Thompson recently checked back in, Now into the corner to Jacobson. Jacobson gets it to the top to Updike. Updike over to Benchwell. Benchwell fouled on the way up by Anderson, as now it will be 2 free throws from here on out for Monroe. Anderson picking up her second. First free throw up and good.
Monroe now 2 for 8 from the charity stripe tonight.
Typically when a team shoots poorly, that poorly from the line does not end up well in their favor. Monroe still up in this one. Second free throw up and good. 3 for 9 now. And Monroe finds themselves up 4, 36-32 with 3:48 left. Vesperman driving right, getting doubled in the corner. Now nice crossover back to her baseline. Wallace's 3 up. No good. Rebounded by Coulthard. Coulthard driving right out to Magnuson. Magnuson back to Anderson. Anderson thought about the 3. Did not take it over to Wallace. Wallace back to the top of the key to Vesperman. Vesperman crosses over and draws the foul.
Vikings down 4, 36-32. The way the Vikings are playing, they should be down by a lot more. But luckily for them, Monroe just hasn't been playing very well at all either, as it is inbounded into Coulthard.
Coulthard gets it to Anderson. Anderson backing out, picks up her dribble, getting it to Coulthard. Coulthard looking down low to Magnuson, gets it to her. Magnuson doubled out to Coulthard. Coulthard skips it over to Wallace. Wallace pump fakes, thought about the 3, Retreat dribble, getting it out to Grace Westerman. Westerman down to Anderson, down low. Anderson fouled on the way up. Call at the 4th team foul on Monroe. Foul on Grace Tostrud, 6-foot senior, her first. First for Anderson is up and good. Vikings only with 2 misses from the line on the evening.
With 2:49 left, Vikings are just shooting their first free throw of the half. Shows you how clean Monroe has played in the second half, only with 4 fouls.
Second for Anderson, up no good. Double teamed in the backcourt was Benchwell. Benchwell having a quiet night by her standards. Benchwell not into double figures yet, only with 8. Now a nice back cut by Jacobson. Over to Benchwell. Benchwell getting it to Jacobson. Jacobson losing that one to Maisha Thompson. Thompson looking to go all the way. Gets that one swatted. As that will stay with the Vikings. Timeout taken. We will take one as well. 2:12 left. Vikings trailing by 3.
It's an exciting time to work at Land's End in Dodgeville. Our distribution and call centers are hiring for first and second shift holiday part-time jobs. We offer flexible schedules in a variety of positions. Plus, you'll get access to our amazing employee discount, on-site clinic, and fitness center, and so much more. Starting wage is $13.25 to $14.25 an hour, with premium wages up to $21.38 per hour for select peak dates. In addition, we offer weekend and evening premium pay. Apply today at landsend.com/jobs. That's landsend.com/jobs.
You are listening to the Mount Horeb Vikings on Wisco Radio.
And a welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. 2:12 left in this one. Vikings down 36-33. Mount Horeb not playing too well in this one, but luckily for them, Monroe not playing well as well. Just kind of a sloppy game all around. Low-scoring game. Very defensive-heavy game.
10 team fouls on the Vikings, only 4 for Monroe. Vikings retain possession out of the timeout. Wallace now nearing 2 minutes at 2:04 is Coulthard. Coulthard getting it over to Vesperman. Vesperman driving, getting it over to Emily Wallace. Now under 2 minutes, 1:52 and ticking. Vikings need to get something going in a hurry. Wallace pulls up and off front iron, no good. Coulthard hustles after that one, pulls it down. Great hustle play there by Kenzie Coulthard. Vesperman thought about the 3, elected not to take it. Now over to Wallace. Vesperman into the corner. That ball stolen away by Monroe. As now we have a 3-point game with 1:21 left. Monroe ball. Over to Updike. Updike gets it to Jacobson. Jacobson had Benchwell open in the corner, does not throw it her way. Now they do. Clock now right at 1 minute left. Vikings trailing by 3. Nice ball moving here by Monroe. As the question is, when do the Vikings foul? Trailing by 3. There is the foul with 48.2 seconds left.
Monroe will now head to the line for 2 free throws. Vikings with 10 team fouls, so Monroe is in the double bonus. At the line is Tostrad.
First for Tosh up and no good. Still a 1-possession game. 36-33 the score, with 48.2 ticks left. Second for Tostrad is up and good. Now a 2-possession game, 4 points 37-33 with 42 seconds left. Vikings got to get something going in a hurry here. Over to Coulthard. That pass tipped away. Vesperman retrieves it. Not sure what happened there, Colin. Foul, says Colin. Indeed it was on number 42, Chloe Bunker, her second. Only the fifth on Monroe. Timeout taken. We'll take another timeout and we'll be right back.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Can't make it to the game? Catch it live on WiscoRadio.com or download our mobile app on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
Hey, welcome back to you here from Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. Vikings, as Colin said in the break, taking up quite a bit of time here. Not really doing much, just dribbling a ton. As they're down 37-33 with 30 seconds left now. That three up, no good. And foul on Coulthard.
Taylor Jacobson, the leading scorer tonight for Monroe, will be heading to the free throw line for Monroe, shooting two.
That first free throw up off back iron, no good. As she'll have one more. Second for Jacobson up and no good. Pulled down by Magnuson. Vikings got to go here. Over it to Coulthard. Coulthard heaves up a quick three. That shot off, no good. As now another foul on Mount Horeb.
Foul will be on Grace Vesterman, her fifth of the game, so she will be fouled out. Vikings will sub in Olendick to replace her. At the line for Monroe is Ben Schowell. 18 seconds left. Vikings down 4. First free throw, no good. Still a two-possession game for the Vikings, so Vikings are going to have to rush down and get a shot off quickly as the second free throw is up and good. 5-point game, 38-33 the score. Monroe leads. Wallace pushing it up the court. Over to Anderson. Anderson bobbles, and a travel will be called on Anderson. Will be Monroe ball as Town looks to check back into this one.
13, now down to 11.4 actually. Vikings trailing by 5. Making a couple of free throws here, Colin, and this one might be over. Going to the line is Benchwell. Benchwell only with 10 on the evening. Looking to make it 11, maybe 12. Benchwell's first is no good. (38-33) now the score, 11.4 seconds left. Benchwell second up and good. 39-33 the score. Vikings only scoring 12 or 13 points in the second half. Not a very great showing. That three is up and good by Yana, making it a 3-point game. 39-36. Timeout. Vikings will take one as well.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
You are listening to Wisco Radio.
And a welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. 3.9 seconds left. Vikings down 3. Monroe has the ball, however. Vikings will be looking for a quick steal and a quick three-pointer here. Vikings have been trailing this whole second half. Got off to an early lead, and Monroe kind of battled their way back, slowly taking the lead right before halftime. Monroe just kind of kept that lead this rest of the second half.
Vikings, as we usually say in the pregame, Colin, don't back off in intensity. It seems like the Vikings did that here in the second half, and a foul away from the ball, I believe. Crowd starting to file in here.
Foul will be on Wallace, her first of the game. Foul was on Jacobson, as she will head to the line for 2 free throws.
39-36, the score, 3.9 seconds left. Gotta hope for a couple of misses here. That first free throw up, no good. I would say, Colin, here, if she misses, call a timeout. Vikings do have 1 left. Call a quick timeout. Draw something up and hope for a miracle. Send this one to overtime. The second free throw is on its way up and good. That should just about conclude matters here in Mount Horeb. 40-36 the score. 3 is up, no good. The Vikings falling short here. 40-36. We'll be right back with the Wisco Radio postgame show.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr.